Hey guys, I'm back again in that old location that will not be named. And until further notice, I'll be here. I fully intend on getting my own workspace and getting my own equipment. Like I said, I've just had some bumps in the road the last few days that have just prevented me from doing so, but I am definitely getting really serious about doing this. I want it to be a lot more professional. I don't want it to just kind of, I don't know, maybe the ruggedness of like, oh, it's just kind of thrown together is a cool effect. But if you know me, I'm definitely a perfectionist. So I'll definitely be working on making the quality a lot better and improving the videos as a whole. Anyway, I wanted to talk today about something, and I wasn't sure how to start and really get the ball rolling with it. So I might dance around with it until I kind of get to the point. So I do apologize if I do. But I was thinking last night before I went to bed, and I do that a lot, about people I've known in the past and some of the things that people go through on a daily basis or things that last for years that some are out of their control and others are in some ways in their control but still out of their control. I mean, I'll try and explain the best I can. But it goes along with the things that we go through as human beings and the judgments other people make when we go through those things. And that's kind of what I want to talk about. I want to preface it by saying that I am in no way a saint. I have been guilty of judging people in my life unfairly without knowing them or knowing them for things that they did that they might not be proud of. And I think we hear it sometimes, but we don't realize how true it is. This idea of, not judging a book by its cover. And I just want to dig deeper into that because I think that judgments are so often unfairly passed on people based only on personal preferences. And that could just be one of the most ridiculous things when you think about it and you say it back to yourself. But again, I'll just continue and dig a little deeper into it. So I was thinking about me, my personal life choices. That's the best way of starting this. My personal life choices. I'm an agnostic, so I'm very in the middle when it comes to religion. And I won't get into really any of these things, but I'll just kind of say them. But I'm straight edge, so that means I don't drink and I don't smoke, and I hope to have a lifetime of that, not doing any of that. I just don't see, I don't think it really applies to my life, but again, I'll get into more of this later. I'm slowly becoming a minimalist in which I don't believe in materialistic items surrounding your life. I've gotten myself into a little bit of debt, and I quickly realized that it did not match my personality at all, having things I really didn't need around me. And that was kind of a point that I wanted to make with minimalism later on, but I'll just kind of throw it in here now, is that with minimalism for me and being debt free, I think sometimes we want to buy things to impress people that we hardly even like, and it's just kind of a cruddy thing to do when really we could be applying our effort, our money into other people. And those are the people you want to help, and those are the people that you want to impress. And I'm such a firm believer in helping people in need, which is another thing I'll get into at some point in the future. But I don't believe that it's necessary to get things and surround yourself with things. And it's just my personal preference. I would rather spend my money on people that are a lot less fortunate than me and need it a lot more than I do. But anyway, okay, so I threw those out as just a few examples. So for example, when you think about someone who's straight edge, it can be kind of funny to tell people that, but it's just the way it is. It's a personal choice. Oftentimes it can come off as this idea that, you're stuck up or you think you're better than us. And for a while there, I'll be honest with you, I kind of did live that way. But as I slowly began to grow, and it's definitely slow, but as I began to grow and mature, I realized that it's not fair to pass judgments on people that want to do things just because you don't do them. There's absolutely nothing wrong with anybody making a personal choice and learning from it or continuing a personal choice because it makes them feel good in their lives. We can talk through things with people and help prevent them from doing things that they don't want to do. But there's a big difference between telling someone that something isn't good for them and helping them through it, and judging somebody that's doing something that maybe can't really help it. So when it comes to judgments, we need to all, myself included, be more careful when we look at someone else's life and we want to think we know it all because we've chosen a personal preference, and for us it was so easy, because it's not easy for people sometimes. Some people go through things that they wish that they didn't have to, and things that just affect people's lives that they have no control over, and other people judge them for it. It sucks because you never really find that people that have ousted others for things that they disagree with, they never really take the time to get to know someone and find out why someone did what they did, or why they continue to do what they're doing. And if I could just say anything, if any of you come across anybody that you might look down on, because I know sometimes it's just something inevitable. You walk into a place and you see someone that is less fortunate than you, and sometimes thoughts come into your mind that you can't even prevent. But I want to challenge you guys to know someone, get to know even a stranger, or someone that you haven't talked to in a while because something came between you guys. Reach out to somebody, because especially more recently for me, there's been people that I thought that I would never talk to again. And I passed judgments on them because I figured that they were a certain way. And then I took a day to get to know them, and my whole perspective changed. So if I can just say anything to you guys, I talked to you guys yesterday about walking away from people and burning bridges and stuff. Well, if there is anybody in your life, or even a stranger, that you have passed a judgment on, I challenge you to try and get to know them, accept them, and figure out what they're all about, because sometimes there's things out of our control that we wish we could change, but we can't. So I know in my life there are things I wish I could change that I'm sure plenty of people pass judgments on me for, and I just wish I had an opportunity to explain myself. But sometimes that opportunity never comes, so I challenge you guys to give someone an opportunity. But otherwise, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow, and keep your head up. Thanks, guys.